Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of BongoBros Podcast. I'm your host Ariz and I'm joined with, of course, my brother, one and only Farhan Fuad, and today we're doing a Premier League prediction. So, how you doing, bro?
Doing good, bro. Excited for the season ahead. Premier League off to a decent start. I think the upcoming match days will be more important, but it
Yeah,
was a great
match
start.
week one,
Great start.
insane. What a match week, bro!
Some
uh,
great
w-
goals. Some great goals.
yeah. Opening match was a bit boring. Obviously, Zirkzee came off the bench, scored decent. But Jamie Vardy, highlight of the week probably. Scoring off halftime,
I
drinking a
was
Red
pretty
Bull.
hyped to see Leicester. Like I think like most people that I've seen like online, they've been like trying to like play like, oh, Leicester's gonna be relegated this season again.
Yeah,
Because
no. Leicester brings back that like pure Barclays energy. You know what I'm saying? Like 2016, 17
Mhm,
prime
mhm.
Barclays Premier League energy.
Yeah, I think definitely the league needs some of that. Like it's
Yeah,
something
and
refreshing to
and
see.
I genuinely think we'll see like really good results this year from Leicester themselves, and maybe like Ipswich, maybe some Southampton vibes.
I feel like I feel like Southampton's in a bit of a stickler. Like I don't think like
Yeah,
they
then
don't have
might
like
might
a
go back
definite
down.
plan. Hmm.
Yeah.
So what
Now
are you
I'm
expecting
really
from this
excited
season, though? Like what is your
from this
like?
season in general. I'm expecting, well, obviously, I think Leicester are gonna finish like pretty good mid-table. I think they're gonna finish like 10th, probably, or something like that. But and they're gonna compete for a pretty good spot. I think Chelsea, from a personal perspective, uh, obviously they didn't do that well in the first game week against City. Haaland and whatnot, just absolutely destroying, running through Chelsea. But we're gonna have to adapt. Obviously, new manager. I'm
Mhm.
hopeful. I think we'll compete for UCL. I'm not trying to call anything out very early. We'll get to that in the predictions. And I don't know. City might win another league, fifth in a row. They got Gundogan back,
Mhm.
obviously.
Definitely. And Gundogan, like I think like City's midfield was a bit lacking, like from the first game week, if we see,
Yeah.
especially when they're not playing like Rodri in the middle, because Rodri gives that sort of hold in the midfield, and like it
Yeah,
makes it
we
easy.
saw we saw a lot of that last year. That one
Mhm,
time
mhm,
period when Rodri was injured. You saw how like City, I think they fell back down to fourth. Even Aston Villa was kind of competing, and and
mhm,
Liverpool was
mhm,
top of that time. Rodri
mhm,
is, I think, the most core part the most essential part in that Man City team. It's not even Haaland at that point.
mhm. Definitely. Like I think Rodri is like the thing that keeps them ticking, like as much as De Bruyne is important, like offensively, Rodri is important as a whole, like he makes the offense and defense like connect like flawlessly. And I think like
He
that
basically
is
is the core
something
of that team, right?
and that is something I think Gundogan can do too, like I think Barca, like we will
Yeah.
go about it differently on a different video, but like I think Barca did not utilize like Gundogan like effectively. They like put him in like positions where he wasn't as comfortable, and I think City fits in better because he can play that like central midfield role and like have that like hold in like the right side or the left side. Like he's versatile enough to play on both. So
Yeah. I feel like Gundogan, he's been like kind of restricted in that entire Barcelona system. They had like a certain philosophy under Xavi. They kind of brought it back to the 2010 days with under Pep. But Gundogan likes to play more unrestricted, more creative football, which is allowed to do under Pep because like Rodri plays that more holding midfielder role, right?
definitely. Do you want to get
Yeah.
into the predictors?
Yeah, sure. And you're obviously gonna predict the Gundogan and Barcelona thing in the Hansi Flick video, right?
Hopefully we'll see.
Okay, let's just start with the predictions. You want to go from all the way down or what?
We should go from the bottom. I don't know. I think like it'll help us like when we reach the top. Mm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's start with relegation, right?
What is it? Three shots. Let's put like
Oh,
4 or
okay.
5 teams.
Immediately, Southampton. They don't have a proper direction. They don't know what they're doing. They're gonna be like a yo-yo team for the next few years. That's what I feel.
Didn't Ward Prowse leave Southampton?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's in
Ward
West
Prowse
Ham
did
now.
leave. Yeah, he's in West Ham from last season. So I see like they're cooked. Like it's gonna be
Yeah,
like it's gonna be much more difficult for them to like have anything beyond like a 16th place. I don't know. They're gonna be like between that relegation and not relegation zone.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna be
feel.
in the relegation battle. It's kind of expected, right? Come on. Like you can put
I,
them lower mid table, I guess, but I feel like
Mhm.
they're gonna get relegated.
Okay, let me go for one. Ipswich. I think
Ipswich. Okay.
Ipswich.
Ipswich is an interesting one. Now, they could either be like first season, straight off the bat, they go really high, or they and they're gone.
No, I just don't think like in the beginning of the season they may show glimpses of promise, and like
Yeah,
till like
that's true.
game week 10, game week 11, right? But afterwards, I don't think like they're like a solid like squad or like squad depth to like go for the entire season. Like
Yeah, I don't have enough
just
depth
to
to go
stay
throughout the year.
in that 13 to like 17 zone. Like I think that's gonna be a hard task for them this year, and I think like Premier League is like a different ball game for them right now.
Yeah, yeah. Like the gap between Championship football and Premier League is huge. So Ipswich might not be cut out for it, but you never know. But we're placing them in relegation, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. Next, who do you want to go for? Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is an interesting topic here. They've surprisingly held on for the past few seasons. How long have they been here? Like 3 seasons, I
Oh,
guess.
but I feel like Nottingham Forest will finish like 17th. Like I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
that is
maybe.
like their decent spot, and I feel like Bournemouth will be like last place.
No, no, no. Bournemouth have
Like
actually been solid for the past few years.
no,
I
bro, I
feel like
think
maybe.
no because like Bournemouth transferred Solanke, and I think like that's like a huge source of their like offense, hold up play, everything. Like so like I don't know. I feel like
True. I
Bournemouth
feel
may
I
go
feel
down
like
this
Bournemouth
season.
might be like barely surviving relegation, and especially if like at the end of the transfer window, let's say they actually make some like smart moves or like actually like go for a few players. If they can add more squad depth and actually get decent signings, I feel like they might survive just barely in that lower mid table spot. But I
Well,
don't know.
Forest somehow like makes it. I don't know. Every season, like I see their games, like they struggle like the first half most of the time. Second half they pull up, and it's like it's crazy. And I feel
Yeah,
like during the end of the season when it's like crunch time, like Forest has shown more resilience than most like in the relegation team.
yeah.
So
Like
like I
the
put
last
them
10,
17.
the last 10 matches of last season, they actually played really well. So they might stay. I don't know, but I feel like this year it might be over for them. That's just me. So where are we placing them?
Cool.
What do we think?
I think like okay, let's do it in
Lower mid
order.
table?
So okay, Southampton last. Let's do it.
Yeah, so let's put Southampton last right there. And
Yeah,
Ipswich, let's say
yeah.
like 19th.
Second last. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
after that we put Bournemouth.
Okay, okay, let's go Bournemouth. Sure. Okay.
Do we agree on Bournemouth?
Yeah, yeah, I
Like,
suppose. It really depends on like what happens after the transfer window ends, especially if they do manage to make some moves. Because
yeah.
they also signed a player from Barcelona, I believe, Julian Araujo. He actually played really decent in preseason, especially in El Clasico.
No, he definitely has potential. I think like Barca could have used him as a bench player because like
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of feel like Barca's squad is a bit like thin compared to like last season. Even though like I
Barca
think
squad is all over the place. They can use a lot of academy graduates, but at the same time, they don't have proper depth in terms of like professional players that have that experience.
that's true. That's true. I think like they're focusing more on like La Masia this season. They had like Beraldo in midfield, that Kubarsi out there. Like it was just like it wasn't a bad idea. I feel, but like there would be games like when they need a confidence experience.
Yeah,
But
yeah, like
anyways,
kind of
enough
like
about
Gundogan.
Barca.
Yeah, you're
But
covering
yeah,
that in the next video, bro.
hmm,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
who do we go for next? Okay, this is an interesting topic. I've been meaning, like, I wanted to drift over to this a little bit. Brentford. Now, Brentford, when they first came to the league, this is their fourth season now. In their first season, I thought they were gonna be dead last. They've somehow made it out, and they've managed to like compete, nearly get to like a conference league spot. Let's say, not nearly, but like they were pretty higher
Hmm.
mid table at some point in the seasons,
No,
and they've actually.
I see Brentford to be like ninth or tenth this season because I feel like Wisa. then Tony. All of them are in like good
Buemo.
form. Yeah, and all of them have
Buemo
like
was really nice.
Mbomo was so good, bro, and FPL, bro. Like I kind of
FPL
underlooked him last
legend.
year, but yeah, Mbomo. So like a lot of potential in this team. I feel like
I think
they
he
may
goes higher
fight
mid
for
table,
like
right?
a higher mid table, definitely.
Yeah. No, because they actually have a really promising team
I think
somehow.
like a
Uh,
tenth, ninth or tenth finish, and if they really push for it, like an eighth spot, you know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and maybe
Yeah.
not like Europe just there, but like right below,
Mm-hmm. Right
like
below.
maybe competing for it throughout the season, and then they just like and they end up at eighth or
Mm-hmm.
ninth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's next?
Um,
Wolves.
Wolves, I feel like they'll be like 16th. I
They'll
don't
be
have high hopes for
let's be
Wolves.
real, lower mid table, right?
Lower mid table, yeah, like 16th.
Yeah, because I mean the let go of Pedro Neto. Obviously, we've seen him at
Mhm.
Chelsea. He actually played pretty decent last night.
I don't know
But
how good
they
Podence will be, like compared to Neto, because Neto always used to make like, even though like his output in the final third is like not the greatest, I feel like his wing play was great. Like he has the
yeah, he still
ability
had
to
good
like
like
take
creativity,
on
and he used to
players.
like create chances pretty well. Yeah, he was like a scary
Mhm.
threat down the wing. So, but yeah,
Mhm.
lower mid table seems fitting for them.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good.
Okay,
I feel like Leicester. We should take Leicester at lower mid table.
we could get to
Yeah,
Leicester in a bit because on yeah, Leicester should probably be higher mid table if we're being real.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
Because
fresh off
like
the
I think
championship.
till 12th place Leicester. Well,
Yeah,
it's
okay,
still too early
12.
to say. I feel like after like 4 or 5 game weeks, we'll really see them a bit more exposed with certain
Yeah,
teams,
yeah,
and with certain teams, they'll have like a greater hold. Like, I feel like they just want to counter attack, right? Like their whole game is like just like
yeah.
find Vardy, just
Their
find
whole
someone
philosophy
like
is like fast pace, have counter attack.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So like
they play like that
that
low
may
block style.
that may like backfire, but that may also work for them against like some certain teams, like bigger teams especially. But I don't know when they play like teams in their own level. I feel like they may struggle at times.
Yeah, yeah. No, good point. But yeah, Leicester being higher mid-table seems fitting, but at the same time, it's too early to tell. They're fresh off the championship, and I know they have Jamie Vardy and whatnot, but he's old. He might not be able to consistently perform throughout the season, and they might even have problems with injuries. And they let go of their best player from last season, back to Chelsea, in Dewsbury Hall. So they might
Mhm.
struggle. At the same time, they might flourish. It depends.
Mhm.
Okay,
What
next,
about Fulham?
Fulham. Yeah, Fulham. Hmm.
Higher mid table, I think.
Yeah,
No,
I think
lower
higher
mid
mid
table,
table. Hmm.
but like 14th.
I
14th.
think I think I think maybe right below Leicester, but put Leicester 11th maybe because they were like they're in a similar position like mostly every year.
But I
Doesn't
feel
change much.
like Fulham's offense is like it's just not nice this year. Like it's the same players, but like I feel like with Adama Traore, like it's just like they're just not gelling together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, true.
It's
But
like just one game though, but like I
yeah,
feel like his style of play is just like he takes on players differently than to like a traditional like Doku type winger. Like just takes
yeah,
on
true.
people left and right. Like so like him like using his raw pace and like just like trying to like boost past players, expecting someone at the end of the run can work sometimes, but I don't think it's like a sustainable like policy for their attacking, especially like judging by like their preseason and like judging by the game against United. So.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of their players can't really keep up with the pace that Adama Traore works in. Maybe we can see more of this throughout the season. But Adama, as far as I've seen from the United game, obviously that we haven't seen much. But from there, Adama's actually been playing pretty good. He's being able to take on defenders really well. But his output in the final third is just not it. It's not clicking.
I think that has always been the thing with him. Minus that one season, he was just finishing chances.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
like,
I feel like Fulham goes like 13th. Also, Wolves above
30,
Nottingham Forest. Let me make that adjustment
yeah,
real quick. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. No,
they
that
should be
that
fine,
seems
right?
alright. Yeah. So
Okay,
we got
next
13, 13, 14, 15. So who's 16, 17?
Everton, surely Everton.
Yeah, Everton. Yeah, bro, Everton,
They're the
bro.
outliers here.
Everton may go down. Like, I don't know. Like, Everton's like men on
I
fire.
think they'll just about hold on with dice ball, Brexit ball.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I love how they kick it up the pitch and inshallah, it works out
yeah.
a lot of the time.
It's gonna work, bro. They're gonna put like 10 decent crosses in, 10 good goals for Calvert Lewin.
Yeah,
And then
Michael
that's it,
Keane. Yeah, but I feel like 60th is fitting, right?
Yeah, that's feeling, that's feeling.
Okay, so we got the lower mid tables done. Now
Bro,
we're
do you know
getting
which
onto
team intrigues me from all the left ones that are left? Crystal
what?
Palace, bro. I feel like Crystal
Yeah.
Palace will do good.
See, I've been talking about this with my friends recently, and they're downing me about this. But Mateta, Olise is gone, obviously. Mateta and Eze, and they have Gehi as well. Gehi might move, but we're not entirely sure.
Bro, isn't
If those three
what's his name?
stay,
Zaha is back, right?
no. Zaha's still Galatasaray, no?
Check, check.
Yeah, he's still at Galatasaray. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty. That was a permanent transfer, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, permanent transfer. Okay.
Yeah. So Zaha's gone, but they still have a pretty promising team.
No, bro. Eze
They'll
last season, from like game week 25 onwards till like 38, crazy, like on point.
yeah.
You know,
That
like he
that
had
last
that
few games of the
bicycle kick
season.
too. Bro. He had a crazy bicycle kick. Like he just like hit it. You know, like in
Oh
the
yeah,
smaller
that shot, right?
6 yard
Yeah,
box,
yeah.
like he just like hit it. It was crazy.
Great. Yeah.
But he,
Kudus had something like that. Well, we're getting to West Ham in a bit, obviously,
bro,
but
Crystal Palace Conference League finish. Let's do it. Let's put it, bro.
okay. We might gonna hold on to that for a second there. It's
Huh.
a shout, but we will see. Okay. No, okay, then in that sense, we have to hold a few teams at once. Brighton, Crystal Palace, and West Ham. I feel like are in the same range.
Bro, Brighton is good though this season. Mitoma's back.
Yeah,
Like,
Brighton's been explosive.
I mean, like the first game, they were flowing pretty good. You know, like they felt like the Brighton we saw like a season and a half ago. Like
Yeah,
initially, you know, like I think like a few more like adjustments needs to be made, but like they're on the right track. You know,
yeah,
like
that's true. Brighton might be a shout to like come back to that place they were in the 23 season, I believe. They made FA Cup semi-final. They got Europa League under De Zerbi. This season, I feel like they might not go that far. Maybe higher mid-table finish, but I feel like
mhm,
they're close. They're close to coming back to that level.
mhm.
So okay, Crystal Palace. Where do you place them? Co- Conference League
Crystal,
is interesting.
nah, Conference League too high. I think I was just like giving them too much.
Maybe above
Like
Brentford. Let's put Brentford ninth, Crystal Palace eighth.
eight, yeah, yeah. But when, bro, but then there's a big question of like Newcastle.
That's true. To be fair, okay, it's good that you mentioned that. Now, Newcastle have been very on and off. They went from Champions League one season to an injury crisis and going what? They're like 10th. No, not 10th, but pretty far down.
Like I don't know how much they can rely on like Isak to like take them out of like mediocrity. I don't know
Isak's
because
good,
like
but he's not that world class to take them out of that hole. I feel
mhm. I don't know. Also like
so.
Joe Linton and like the players that they have, Murphy, they're all like inconsistent. Like they have flashes of brilliance, but like they're just like all over the place. I feel like their
Yeah,
game like flows the best when they have like a certain structure to their like transition plays, and I think like that's something they did not have last season. Like especially with Almiron being out of form, there was no one like pushing the ball upfield. You know what I mean?
yeah, but at the same time, they also have the element of Anthony Gordon being there on the wing, which could
Hmm.
bring something for them. But at the same time, like Anthony Gordon and Isak, that combination is not that world class to like maybe bring them to a European spot. So
Yeah, they need like a
maybe
physical
high mid.
presence too, bro. They need like a John Duran type striker. You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
just like in the box, like hounding people. Like you need some players like that. I think especially in teams like these. You know? So,
and not, obviously this is not realistic, but like an Osimhen type of player. I'm not saying Osimhen himself, but if they
Yeah,
can get
yeah.
someone of that similar build, you know.
Even like Mikel Antonio, bro.
Yeah. Mikael
Like,
Antonio would work like fit really well in that system. I feel like because Isak's more techie rather than like using his
yeah.
strength and pace.
And Isak is always like, okay, let's say like you play 4-4-2 or something. They're two strikers. If you put Isak with another guy, bro, like I think he'll like actually do insane. Like he'll have a better output. He'll have a better game, like overall. I feel like his game is just not goal scoring. He has much more to
Yeah,
offer. Even though he's an out and out striker, he's a nine. I feel like he
yeah,
can offer like some Firmino type attributes, like hold up,
yeah. It's
build
more
up
of like a
play.
false nine type of player,
Not a
or with more
false
technical,
nine, I would
not
say,
false
but
nine, but
like
like something in
second
between, you know.
striker,
Yeah,
not a second striker, but like striker alongside striker, like attack like
yeah.
oh
I kind of
pure
get it.
pure offense type, pure offense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so what we saying?
Conference
Like,
league spot, bro. Conference league spot. I think I'll give
no,
it to
wait. We need to
Newcastle.
finish the higher mid table first. I think. Okay, I think the Conference League will probably go to like West Ham maybe, and you place Newcastle and Brighton in like higher mid table.
Cool, cool.
Because West Ham have had a really good window, and they have Lopetegui, which is very promising.
I don't know. Lopetegui, like I trusted him multiple times. He just like let me down. So I don't know. But in club
Yeah,
teams,
no.
especially like West Ham, like he may do good, decently. Especially, but it also depends on how Jared Bowen plays and like how the others play around him. Like he was kind of like they kind of depended on him like a lot last season to get like goals. He was
Bro,
getting goals,
you're
but it
forgetting
wasn't
about the
enough.
main man. You're forgetting about Mohamed Kudus, bro.
Bro, Kudus will cook. Kudus 10 goals this season, I feel, Premier League. But like
Yeah,
after that, like what? Like where is the rest of the goals coming from?
I don't know. I feel like they have just enough to make the stretch to like Conference League. Let's say
No, no, no. I wouldn't give them a Conference League shot. 10th place. 10th
tenth
place.
place,
Put them like a bit above like the
like a bit
West
above
Ham.
Leicester. Let's
Like
say
Brentford. Yeah, above Leicester
above
and like
Brentford.
below
Let's say
Brentford. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
But bro, no,
Mm,
Brentford, bro. But like, yeah, yeah. I think like that works though. That works.
Crystal Palace over West Ham to me seems a bit. Eh.
Now that works though.
Yeah, I guess that works. And then we put like Brighton in between, right?
Yeah, Brighton right in between. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this
Brighton.
works, right?
Okay, okay. Just so we're on the safe zone, I'm predicting that Brighton may make a push to the Conference League. Just putting it out there, the universe.
I feel like West Ham has more potential than Brighton. I mean, Brighton look electric that first match against Everton. Obviously 3-0 at the top of the league right now, but I
Yeah.
don't really
No,
know.
we'll find out. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah.
Find out. Due time.
Okay. I feel like no, we have to put one of them out because I feel like Newcastle deserve to be there more of mutual opinion, right?
Yeah, I think one of these two, Brighton or West Ham, should be in the Conference League spot, and Newcastle should replace them.
Yeah, Newcastle should slide into the whatever position they were, or like below both of them.
Okay, but between Brighton and West Ham, what do we choose? It's a hard one. I choose Brighton personally. I feel like Brighton has more potential this season.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go for Brighton, sure. But on this, time will tell, I guess. And
Yeah,
then we put Newcastle in between, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Newcastle not more than 10th, bro. Like I think that's their ceiling this season.
Yeah, tenth is like perfect for them, right? And Conference League
Okay,
for Brighton.
Chelsea. Okay, now I think
Okay.
Aston Villa 5th, Chelsea 6th.
Now, Chelsea last season were very bipolar, with me for a better word. But this season, I actually have pretty good. Like, I have faith in them. Obviously, first game you can't tell much because
I don't think
we
so,
had against
bro.
City.
I feel like we'll have like a mixed sort of season, like a good, good to decent season. I feel like fifth or sixth is like our ceiling this season. Like,
I
where do you
feel
see
like
them though? Where do you see them?
hmm. Now this is a bit tricky, right? Because Chelsea could finish in Europa League, but at the same time they could like barely scrape fourth and get to Champions League. But you can't really tell because at the same time they might also go like down way mid-table if they don't perform really well under Maresca.
That's true. But like,
And Villa are a very good team too.
I feel like as a Chelsea fan, if we're fifth or sixth, I would be happy.
Mm, yeah, fair point.
Fifth would be the ideal spot. Sixth is not too bad. Mm.
Okay, I wait. 13. I think. Hang on. I
Oh,
think we've made a bit
United
of a mistake.
fourth. United
Wait.
fourth,
I
bro.
think we've made a bit of a mistake here. We're missing. I'm pretty sure we're missing one team in the lower mid table.
Oh,
Um,
United.
no. We have to
Oh,
slide one of these down, and we have to add a team to higher mid table. Because look, there's supposed to be five teams here.
yeah.
This goes up to 16, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mm,
hmm. Then like Brighton would be eighth, let's say, and because
yeah.
out of these
Yeah.
teams,
Then Brighton's eighth.
out of these seven teams, all of them should get
Let's do
European
the.
shit.
Let's do the. Let's finish the top first. We can finish the bottom later.
No, we need to fix the bottom if you want to finish the top, or else it won't like line up properly. And plus, we need someone else. Like, do we think Brighton will get Conference League over these seven teams, or like any European
Yeah.
spot?
Yeah.
That sets up
I think so.
that sets up one of these teams to be a higher mid table or lower mid table.
Trust me. I feel United, bro.
United. Okay, this is an
United
interesting
fourth.
take.
Either they will be fourth or they will be lower mid table. No, no, higher mid table.
Lower mid
Sorry.
table.
No, no, sorry.
Oh,
Higher mid
okay.
table.
Yeah, that's a bit outrageous.
Higher mid table. But yeah, I feel like either
Hmm.
they're gonna be like they're gonna be like decent. If they're decent, they'll be like fourth. Like everything goes to plan,
Yeah.
they'll be like fourth. That's their
Like
ceiling.
they had a bit of an injury crisis last season, just like Chelsea,
Yeah,
and they
and
got
they
eighth
they
but
have
managed to win the FA Cup.
nicer new players. Like they made their defense better. Like Azurai, Delete. But
Yeah, but at the
I
same
still
time,
feel third is their best case scenario. If they like play like out of their minds, they'll be like third. But I feel like fourth is their like ceiling, and like eighth is their lower like bottom, like
I
complete
I,
bottom.
I kind of
Very
agree with
nice.
that, especially if their
Yeah.
injury crisis kicks in and it's already showing signs. Like Hoyland's out. I don't know about Antony.
I don't know. Also, like
Euro.
I'm not like a Ten Hag believer. Like Ten Hag is like a bit sketch to me. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. He has had the backing of the owners right now. He's had money. He made his own transfers, and if he still can't dominate games with this United current squad, I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like as the season progresses, I would want him to play more like openly. Like give them more freedom. Don't put Bruno like to shoot at the keeper. Like stop doing that. Like
Yeah,
Bruno
Bruno was
can't
playing as a number
finish
nine for
one.
some reason. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
don't do that. Like that does not work. Like whoever thought of that should stop. Like instantly. Like worst idea ever. Like, but yeah,
Yeah.
I will give United fourth, I guess. So we should keep them there, I guess. But
Mm,
bro,
okay, then
then
who?
I think bro
Yeah,
Leicester,
realistically,
bro,
out of these,
move Leicester down, bro. Move
yeah, we
Leicester to
moved Leicester
lower mid.
down, but that would okay, Leicester down, right? Maybe like above Fulham, but we need
Yeah,
one more team here. So
Brighton,
that's
Brighton.
yeah, we just put Brighton at eighth, right? Just
Yeah. And then
we agree with that.
conference league spot is Aston Villa.
Hmm. It's either
I don't
Villa or
know,
Spurs.
bro. Though where's Spurs' logo, bro? Oh my god, I couldn't even see it. Anyways, I
Yeah, no,
forgot
it's
about
over
Spurs.
here. It's beside
Yeah,
United. You can't
Spurs,
see it
bro.
properly, but it's there.
Spurs. I forgot about Spurs, bro. Spurs easy seventh, bro. Because like, bro, like their offense is just not like clicking, bro. Like, how can you trust Richarlison to like?
What I feel like is Spurs might get seven, but might win a cup competition. And if that is the FA Cup, then there's gonna be like a bit of a conflict between who gets Europa League and who gets Conference League.
No, I don't see Spurs winning anything. Probably, no, I don't see them winning anything this
Maybe,
season.
maybe maybe like a Carabao. But yeah,
I
Conference League seems fitting for them.
even though I like the new coach, like Postecoglou, I like him,
Costa Cup was
but like,
great, but I feel like coming from Scotland all the way to England is a completely different ballgame.
yeah, and
So
I think he's a better number nine. You know, like I feel like the players around him work. Solanke, he got a better number nine in Solanke,
yeah,
but it's like he just got one game. So like I think by like mid-season he should be fine. So if that happens, they may end up in a Europa League spot, but I don't see them beyond that. So I think Conference League is a
I
good
think
shout.
Conference League is fitting because I've
Yeah.
seen the Bayern game. I watched that, and I like the Spurs versus Bayern in the preseason, and I also saw like the Leicester match. Obviously, right? Vardy comes on and scores after drinking
Yeah.
Red Bull. They struggled against a newly promoted Leicester team without their best, now arguably best player, the best player they had at Dewsbury Hall. So
Yeah.
they might go like on and off this entire season, but they should finish in like in the low European spot. So Conference League seems fitting.
Okay. So Conference League, we agree.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, Europa. Now, I feel like United gets fifth, me personally.
United gets fifth, Chelsea gets sixth, bro. I don't see Chelsea like fourth, bro. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
see them.
as much as I want to feed my delusions, I don't
I
think,
don't see them, bro. Like
yeah, they might not get Champions League. You know, if
they're
we
just
do, I want,
we're just not good enough yet, bro. Like I feel there's like places where there's experience needed that we don't.
yeah, yeah, I feel like as much as I want this prediction to be wrong, I feel like Chelsea's just gonna stay, and then and they're gonna be more consistent this season. It's not like they're
Yeah.
gonna have to make a late push for sixth. They're gonna like stay consistently like bouncing between sixth, seventh, eighth, maybe, not eighth, maybe like fifth, sixth, seventh, somewhere around that. But I don't think they're ready for Champions League yet, or like to make the push for that spot yet.
I think City second.
City. Okay, we're getting to those bold predictions later. Hang on. We're
City
getting to that in a
second.
bit. Um, do Villa just
Aston
finish
Villa
fourth
fourth.
again?
Fourth. Yeah, I feel like they finish fourth again.
This seems like a pretty big like repeat of last season. Let me just place them. I'm using a laptop trackpad, but this is horrendous. Okay, yeah, the Villa just repeats what they did last season. Right? Let's be real.
But I feel like Liverpool. Which I'll get to that later. But like,
Okay, we'll get to that in a second.
yeah,
Now, okay, top three. This is where it gets interesting. Which one do we start with? Who's third in this?
City third.
City third. Really?
Maybe, bro. Maybe this season. Maybe, bro. Who knows? As much as like I know City are destined to be like champions, like I really want them to be third. Let's say, like I feel like their squad this season may end up third. You know, compared to like last
Their
season.
squad got better than last season though. That's what I'm thinking.
How though?
I mean, they got their Gondwan back, obviously, right? They got like that locker room vibe back, and the addition of Savinho or Savio, whatever you call him, he changed his name for some reason. I don't know,
Actually,
but
nah, I shouldn't doubt City, bro. I've doubted City too many times and it just come back to haunt me.
I feel like this time what's gonna happen is gonna turn into City pool again. So
But
let's
what
just
do
say
you think about Liverpool, bro? Like, they give me like mad dark horse vibes.
Liverpool's in a strange
Like,
situation right now because new coach, basically the same team, right? Did they sell anybody? I don't
Not
think
really.
they sold Fabio Carvalho, but he doesn't add that much of an impact to the team
No,
realistically.
like not from the like the main 11. It's like the same.
Yeah, like their
Yeah.
main team, and they only sold like
But
Carvalho and
this
whatnot from the
coach, like,
bench
and like the new coach,
slot.
is pretty. Yeah, Slot is pretty good, bro. Like, he's like he makes like football flow a bit better with Liverpool right now. I think like they need a bit of fresh ideas. I think with Klopp they kind of ran out of fresh ideas, and I think they have that now. So like, but it was
Mm.
against the Ipswich, like when against like City or something, we'll see like actually like what they're up to.
And I went back and watched. I forgot what team he coached for, but I did watch some of their matches. I think. Um. Yeah, a Feyenoord, I believe. No, was it Feyenoord? Yeah, yeah, I think so. That style of football and what I've seen from their preseason, plus the first match against Ipswich, they're doing pretty well. It's not like much has changed at Liverpool. Yeah, it's obviously not the same style as Klopp, but I feel like they're gonna have the same amount of like consistency and like maybe bottle it near like the end of the season. So, but
Third
I feel
place,
like Arsenal's gonna finish third this time.
Arsenal third. I don't know,
Yeah,
bro. Arsenal were like pretty good, bro. I don't know.
actually,
This
yeah, no,
like
that's
as
true
much
though.
as I hate them, bro. As much as I
Yeah,
hate
no,
them,
no. As much as
Arsenal.
I want to slander them, at the same time, they if they manage to keep their cool this season, they might win the league. That's a
Bro, I
scary
think
thought.
Liverpool third, bro.
Yeah, okay. Realistically speaking, Liverpool should be okay.
Liverpool third is a good shot, I think.
Yeah. So, this is basically turning out to be like a repeat of last season.
More or less. I do give
Yeah,
Chelsea the benefit of Chelsea or United benefit of doubt to be fourth. Like that
yeah.
three will like fight for it again, I think.
But no, like Chelsea and United, the thing about them is they're both going through like insane transition periods. So you can't really tell about them in the first part of the season.
But
Maybe we do like a
United's been transitioning for like
yeah,
12 years. So
yeah.
like,
Ever since
I don't
Fergie
want
left,
to.
they haven't have a
I,
like
I
proper
don't want to end up
transition.
in that spot with like Todd Bowley and like our 60 odd players. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
that'll be like a very sticky position to come out of, you know. I don't know.
Obviously, ideal situation we make Champions League this year, and it's all good. We might come back to this like middle of the season, maybe like December. I'll make
Yeah,
any
yeah,
prediction depending on what happens. But
definitely. Yeah.
currently, this is where we stand. Right? It's just basically the same scenario as last season. A few tweaks here and there. Obviously, the addition of
So Arsenal second, City champions. I think that should be the way. Yeah.
yeah, City repeat for a fifth time in a row.
But I feel
That's
like Arsenal's gonna win this season. Like something tells me, but I don't want to believe my gut feeling, so I'm gonna put them second.
yeah. I'm
Whenever,
like, listen, I'm happy if that prediction like doesn't work, but at the same time, Arsenal this season look like a threat. They might actually
yeah,
compete to win the entire thing.
we'll
But
make a
at the same
bold
time, City
claim.
is City. They have that winner mentality,
So
that winner
City,
play
like
style
they were
too.
literally like fourth or something last season. They still won. Like how?
Yeah,
Like that is like so insane to me. So like I feel like City champions, bro.
yeah. Obviously, okay. Like I said, we might come back to this later, of course. But
Yeah, we'll
as of
come back to
now,
this game.
I feel like City champions, and then wait, no. How do I? Okay, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, cool, cool. Alright, I
Okay,
think
this
this is solid.
yeah. Okay, these are our predictions. Check them out. I might like add a table later. Uh, that's it, right? You want to make any tweaks?
I don't think so. I think we had our reasonings for why we put them each there, you know. And I feel like
Yeah,
there were certain points of conflicts we had with certain teams, but we'll get more clarity. Like even we can even do like some videos like after like the 10th match week because that's where you
yeah,
start seeing teams getting like injury crisis. So like
Or maybe like before Boxing Day, let's say, like right before January
before
transfer
boxing.
window, or maybe like right after January we do another,
Yeah.
like February-ish, like kind of understand where we're going with this. We especially had conflicts with Brighton because Brighton's interesting team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, definitely.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
think with the reasoning we have, and as far as we know from the information we have this season, preseason and what, and the first game week, I think this is solid, right?
Yeah, I think like overall, like I think we have like a solid like distribution with the teams because like certain teams like Wolves and Everton, I just want to like see them what they do. Like if they reach like high in the table, then we would have been like completely off. But I think like till like Conference League, we may have like gotten it spot on. But the top six, who knows? Who knows? We'll see. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. West Ham again, we don't really know. Crystal Palace could be like a huge upset team, maybe turn into like Leicester City story might be a stretch, but like maybe like Southampton 2016 with Mane and whatnot.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely looking forward next season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And we need to see more of Ipswich as well. That's what I want to see. But yeah, I think we top it off on that, no?
Cool, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, okay. So that's it for the video, guys. I'll see you later. You're doing the Hansi Flick episode soon, right? We're
We'll
working on
soon
that.
have more content out. We kind of delayed the content due to the entire situation in our country and everything. But now
Yeah,
that the situation's tiny bit better, even though there are other victims of flood and other natural problems, so it'll be difficult. It'll be difficult. Definitely, we should stay by our people. We should help people as much as possible. We'll try to provide you entertainment through talking about football. We're both really looking forward to like
yeah.
enjoying this podcast and talking about other leagues like La Liga, Champions League, and I'm looking forward to the NBA too. Like I don't know like, how many Bangladesh viewers will watch like NBA, but definitely that's something we'll work on. So
Well,
yeah,
when does the NBA start? Like September, like late
yeah,
September-ish.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. I don't think I'm covering cricket as much. I might come on give like a few shady takes that leave, but it's mainly you and like maybe a few other guests. But no, we'll see about cricket obviously that goes on
Cool,
throughout the
cool.
season, and NBA of course I'm there.
Yeah, I bet. Catch you later.
And that's pretty much it. Bye. We'll
Peace.
see you next episode.